Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon and good evening to you all. Welcome back to Gospel News where we dey bring una ogbonge information on as e take dey go. Those of una wey never follow us on our social media handles, what are you waiting for? We dey for Instagram, Twitter and on Facebook, and we are bringing you back-to-back updates on as e take dey go. Let's go straight to the reason why we are here. They say don't read for the Bakassi Peninsula region. We dey for Cross River State. Remember that this region is being occupied by the Nigerian troops in conjunction with the Cameroonian troops who are making the oil in that Bakassi Peninsula without giving any benefit to the owners of the land. And as you all know, that this territory also belongs to Biafran people. But because of the independence of Biafra has not taken place, the Nigerian government have said over their dead body will they allow any development take place in our territory, in the southeastern part, in the eastern part of the country. The seaport that are supposed to be generating development to our regions has been shut down. The oil refineries has been shut down. The waterways has been shut down. Even no roads, no good hospitals and everything. All the railways in Nigeria are being built in the northern part, leaving the people who are bringing the main resources that is running Nigeria, leaving them behind and leaving them to suffer, to die. But in a recent development that we have now, they say that Biafra separatists have chased out all those people who be said in the aid this oil looting in that region. Biafra separatists chase out oil workers, clash with troops in Bakassi Peninsula. This will not be small thing now happen. I go give una full details of how this matter they happen. And here too, they say that some former governors dined with terrorists and compromised Northwest Security Alliance. Governor Obasani says, which is all this Governor Rufai. El-Rufai them with it, even Kashim Shetima. We don't still see videos where in they dine with terrorists. And I waiting this new governor they talk, but will that bring solution? Never. It is not going to bring a proper solution to the lingering problems. And we have the governor of former governor of Kaduna State, who they call El-Rufai. Over his statement that he made that Muslim ticket will continue to reign in Kaduna State. Mope Katampe, at least in the next 20 years, say nothing is going to change that. Just the same way on the federal level, which shows that there is an Islamization agenda in this country. May we go into details. No time to waste time. Biafra separatists chase out oil workers, clash with troops in Bakassi Peninsula. I say don't redo. Now, a separatist group suspected to be Biafra's Nations League BnL on Tuesday, June 6th evening, chased out 5 oil workers away from Bakassi Peninsula. So, but here, the Biafra Nations League leader, which is Mr. Princeway Richards, has blown hot for tagging him directly with this attack, linking him with this attack directly. He said it is unacceptable. Foreign visitors flee as BnL loyalists. Troops battle for power in Bakassi Peninsula. They say no be small clash when these people get. BnL leader kicks as report links attack directly to his team, which is BnL, and they also used his picture to publish this story. So he's saying that this attack cannot be linked to him directly, that it could be militants who are loyal to his team that carried out this very attack. Conversia learned that the incident took place at about 7 p.m. following a gun battle between the separatist group and the Rapid Intervention Battalion, BIR, a Cameroonian military unit at Idabato subdivision. Remember that this BIR are the highest of the Cameroonian military that has been guarding all those oil companies and those looting oil from our territory. Sources said the oil workers were foreigners and boarded a speedboat to explore oil in the area. The militants suspected to be working with BnL were advancing towards the oil workers before the military opened fire. They said that no casualty was recorded, the source said. No be smart, They say that if you were living in that region or heard when this incident happened, that it wasn't a small boost. Say there was shooting, heavy shooting. We are hearing different kinds of guns. And speedboat with gunboat on top. Say Naim Khan, they patrol the area. If you look at the picture we have on the screen, you will see that this is the BnL leader, Mr. Prince Richards, inside that boat where they carry on. They go somewhere. But the latest information where we don't hear now be say the man they blow hot. Say he no get direct contact with this very attack. That it could be militant or aggrieved loyalist to BnL, but it is not BnL members that carried out the attack. Remember that he never today when one group where the vex past the previous group come out where they called Red Dragon. Remember that the previous group operating and under the control of the BnL was the Black Marine. But when some people with the vex come past them, come out with they call Red Dragon. Now we begin to hear all these stories. BnL has come out openly to say that these people are under investigation. They find out whether they are working for their own good or for their own bad. The forming committee has also exploited and then spent and also continued the investigation to find out who these people are really working for, whether for the BnL or they are working against them. Investigation continues while these operations continues as well. Now, Courvoisier earlier reported that the leader of BnL, Prince Richards, in a press interview in Cross River State, has ordered Nigerian and Cameroonian troops to stop oil exploration if Nnamdi Kanu is not released, that they are going to collect woto. The group also asked Cameroon to withdraw its forces from Bakassi Peninsula and end the imposition of tax on the people of the region. Kanu is being held by the Nigerian government for leading the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB, an offense the APC-led administration tagged a treasonable felony. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has not even received his medical attention that will help him to recover properly. This is the wickedness at the highest order. We'll quickly take a listen to what they said concerning the rhetoric from Nasir El-Rufai, the former governor of Kaduna State. Let's listen to Arise TV News.
Former Governor of Kaduna State, Nasir El-Rufai, has been accused of wanting to set Nigeria on fire. With his utterances, a chieftain of the All Progressives Congress in Plateau State, Samuel Kwamko, made the accusation after a video in which El-Rufai allegedly stated that he deceived Christians during the course of the electioneering campaigns, that the APC Muslim ticket was not for religious dominance, when in actual fact, the tickets, both nationally and at the state level, were for Islamic dominance. In the video, which has since gone viral, El-Rufai is reported to have also said that the victory of Bola Ahmed Tinubu had silenced the Christian Association of Nigeria, adding that he will sustain an Islamic-dominated government for 20 years and unending, not only in Kaduna State, but in Nigeria at large. Kwamko, who is also a former national director of the Christian Association of Nigeria, while reacting to El-Rufai's comments, expressed disappointment at his classification of citizens of his state as them versus us, which to him meant that the former governor cannot be exonerated from the wanton killings, demolition of houses, and places of worship of Christians in Kaduna. Well, let's take a listen to a short clip of that video before we come back for a discussion.
Duk da taron dangin da aka yi, duk da addini da aka yi amfani da shi, Allah ya ba Asiwaju nasara. Abinda muka samu muka yi a Kaduna yanzu an yi shi a ƙasa gaba daya. Babu wani makaryaci da zai zo ya ce zai fito ya ce shi zai yi siyasa na Kiristanci ya ci zaɓe. Peter Obi ya yi ga inda yake. An yi maganin wannan, dole suka yi shuru. Tun da Asiwaju ya ci zaɓe kan tsit. To da haka ne za a samu zaman lafiya a ƙasar nan. To shi ma ka gani aka sake aka ƙara sai komi sai ya. Wallahi abinda muka yi kenan kuma ni da wasu daga cikin mu a ganin mu mun gama aikin.
This has caused a huge debate on our social media as well, but let me take a tweet before I take your comment. This person wrote, "It is really disappointing for El-Rufai to brag about religion in a country that is trying to heal. What is the point of the speech? What point is he trying to prove in an election that was clearly questionable? The APC, tell your man not to sow seed of discord in this country." Over to you.
This is a tough one for me. I schooled in Kaduna, went to Sultan Bello Primary School. I went to FGC Kano. A number of my friends will refer to me as Dangarewa, Dankano, and things like that. I speak Hausa, and
I didn't know that.
Yes, I speak Hausa. I went to school in Kano. My school was just next to Serkin Zazau's palace, Sultan Bello Primary School. And when I look at this, when I listen to that tape, I am just praying, please God, let Malan Nasiru come out and say, no, this was doctored, that this is not him, this is not true.
Yeah, I waited 2 days to take the story.
I've been waiting for that to happen,
trending.
but it hasn't happened. And I will reach out to him at some point over the next day or two, because I've known Nasir El-Rufai from the days when I was living in England. I came back in 2011, and I still say I know him fairly well. This is the same man that has a Yoruba man as his spokesperson, Muyiwa Adekeye. This is the same man that has a lot of friends in Lagos, all over the country. He has a lot of friends who are Igbo, who are Hausa, who are Christians, who are Muslims. This man that I'm seeing in this video, I honestly don't recognize. I don't recognize this person. I don't know what has happened. I don't know the reason why he will speak in this way or say this kind of thing. I am hoping that this is not a man who has been extremely pretentious, who has been behaving in a way that made everybody believe that he's a different kind of person. So this is not someone that I honestly recognize. It's condemnable. Everything he has said in this video is condemnable. And I'm hoping he will still come out and say it was misinterpreted or that's not what he said. But if this is what he has said, this is condemnable, is despicable, is not acceptable for anybody in public office, anybody outside of public office, no matter what you do. You cannot say things like this and be taken seriously as somebody who has been involved in so many things that have shaped the future of Nigeria, and somebody who has a level of influence and capacity to really shape the future of this nation. This is not acceptable behavior. These are not the kind of words that you would expect from someone like him, and it has to be condemned by everyone. It has to be condemned. And I hope that he will come out and take those words back and say, he's sorry, he didn't mean to say this. He has to take those words back.
All right, Dr. Abate, a quick word from you before I take the final.
Well, quickly, religion has always been used as a divisive factor, exploited by the leadership elite in Nigeria to divide the people. And in this particular case, we've just seen another instance in which, a political figure, a leadership figure, is using religion. He was speaking to a group of imams, and he was thanking them for the help that they have provided, specifically in Kaduna State, for ensuring a Muslim ticket, and also at the national level in ensuring a Muslim ticket. And he got carried away and got to the extent of saying that, look, a Muslim leadership will be imposed, both in Kaduna State and also at the national level of Nigeria for the next 20 years. That in itself is insensitive, is provocative. It doesn't show enough intelligence. Even if, Nasir El-Rufai says he's a very intelligent man and that he's going back to school to acquire more knowledge. Well, of what use is knowledge if it is not applied with wisdom, with sensitivity?
Absolutely.
I think, what he has done here is very disappointing. given the opportunities that this same country has given him, given the kind of exposure that we see on his resume, you know, to now descend to the level of, you know, saying, you know, Muslim ticket, those Christians, you know, those playing Manichaean politics, a binary Manichaean approach to politics, which I consider very primitive and retrogressive. And I hope that it will come around later to say that perhaps this is an artificial intelligence-induced robotic representation of whatever it was that he said. But if he doesn't take it back, well, you know, many people will be disappointed.
Absolutely.
That this is the situation.
Like his good friend here, Coyote.
All right, when I don't hear my people, no be waiting they go use mouth, come they explain, give on again. These are the people that has kept it. In fact, anybody where they tell you, say, this country go remain one, this country go better, then you know, say, that person no like you. That person is a very big liar. Let me tell you, you can take that from me. Because with the way when these people take, they do, there is no hope. Governor Bakassi of Kaduna State has alleged that some governors in the Northwest compromised the security alliance among states in the region by whining and dining with bandits and terrorists. Sani, who made the claim during an interview on Channels Television on Tuesday, June 6th, said these former governors took an extremely wrong approach in the management of the internal affairs of their state, leading to the current insecurity in the state. He said, I remember when the Kaduna state government and some states within the Northwest and even Niger State, that have borders with us, came together to work out a framework to tackle the security issue in our areas. We had a joint committee, joint funding, working closely with all the security agencies, the Army, the Air Force, and the police. But unfortunately, somewhere along the line, the alliance broke down when some state governors decided to start engaging the bandits and the terrorists, sitting with them, whining and dining with them, compensating them, negotiating with them. Sani added that the approach brought the progress backwards, resulting in a breakdown of the alliance. He said, these are the kinds of things that this governor now that you just watched his statement could do. Only 2 weeks ago, I invited all the governors from the Northwest to the Kaduna State Liaison Office in Abuja. I hosted them irrespective of party differences. They all came, we sat down together and came out with a kind of policy framework to tackle the problem of insecurity. We agreed that we have a common approach to the issue and we have to move away from the mistakes made by the previous governors that decided to compromise the operation in the past when they started giving money to the bandits and negotiating with them. You can remember, we can't even find Sheikh Gumi again, who was the terrorist negotiator of Nigeria. We can't even hear from him again. We don't know whether he has fled to his original country, Mauritania. Now, all this matter, now in the sub for Nigeria, we go make this country. God, no be today we know, say all these governors, now them be the terrorists, where they support their boys. Remember the this central bank manager when died the other time. Now, him come and come tell us, say he knows that the sitting governor was a Boko Haram commander in the state. But how far? They not even tell they oofed that man away because they knew that he knows what was going on and what is also currently going on. Nigeria cannot move forward with this way. Something has to be done. This country must be divided if we must move forward. Anybody where they tell you say there is another way, we will take Shemaya, is a liar. Go and check if you have not checked. All those your pastors that the GOs where they lie, they give honor. Flee from them. They are liars and criminals. Now so we take see matter. As we take Siam, now so we take the talk. Stay tuned here for more updates as I they come back with them. Thank you and God bless you.